Next on 49ers Cal High Sports Report presented by U.S. Bank. Huge league games from all around the Bay Area. We'll show you Salesian battling St. Pat's. Reardon takes on Bellarmine, and Menlo Atherton meets Hillsdale.
Girls Hoops includes Bishop O'Dowd and Piedmont, soccer with Castro Valley and Berkeley, and the story of the brothers' love keeping this Oak Grove basketball player on the right path. It's all next on 49ers Cal High Sports Report.
Welcome to 49ers Cal High Sports Report presented by U.S. Bank. I'm Robert Braunstein.
And I'm Aubrey Tolliver. Let's start this week in the Mission Valley League, where 4 teams come into the week within 1 game of first place. The Jordan Edmonds-led Washington Huskies were in first place with an 8-1 league record, their only league loss against Newark Memorial.
Yeah, they are really good this year. Washington playing very well. And 1 game behind the Huskies are the Cougars, led by junior guard Chance Carlton. The Cougars looking to stay in the title hunt, taking on the Huskies at Washington Tuesday night.
Washington trying to avenge its only league loss against Newark Memorial. It's the Cougars on top early. Number 3, A.B. Gilchrist with the tray, 5-0 Memorial. But the Huskies catch up. That's Joseph Manganon with the corner 3. Washington ties this game up at 9. Chance Carlton lobs it over to Navion Reed, who lands the lay-in, but it's Washington with the 16-13 lead after 1. Jordan Edmonds heats up in the second period, not stopping until he gets to the rack. The Husky lead is now 5. Austin Ballantyne snatches the rebound, fighting for the bucket and the foul. A 3-point play for Ballantyne. But the Cougars never far behind. Carlton to Matthew Montalban, who drills the triple. Both teams fighting for that halftime lead. Edmonds takes the pass from Stevie Murata, and Jordan puts 3 on the board. Cougars down by 4 with seconds remaining. Carlton, the nifty lay-in, and it's a 36-34 Washington lead at the break. Carlton continuing the fanciness up and under to tie this game up at 36, but after Edmonds drills this pull-up J, Washington would never again relinquish that lead. Manganon to Aaron John in the corner, splash it. The Huskies go on to win it 65-56 to keep hold of that first place spot with the 9-1 league record.
The Oakland Tech Bulldogs making the short trip down 580 to play Oakland Friday night. The Bulldogs get the lead early in the game to Jean Hale, driving to the hoop and laying it in. 6-2 Bulldogs after 1. Hale playing point guard now, passing to an attacking Danielle Johnson for another Oakland Tech lay-in. But Oakland battles back. Anton Bass drives and kicks it out to Maurice Freeman, who shoots and scores from deep 3. Then Freeman gets the steal and throws it down with authority to tie the game at 12-all. Oakland Tech retakes control just before the half. Desan Ship dishes to Dean Saleh, who loses the defender and drills from three-point land. 27-20 Bulldogs at the half. The Wildcats trying to mount a comeback. JV on Cole grabs a loose ball, passes to Freeman, who throws it down. It's a one-handed rip. Oakland still on the attack. Kari Stewart over to Freeman, who makes his splash from way downtown. It's a 6-point game. But Rebel Zemo would take over in the second half. First, he takes the pass from Sala, drives to the hoop, gets the bucket and the foul. Now Zemo channels his inner James Harden with a step-back mid-range jumper, and Oakland Tech is on its way. One more for good measure. Ron Jones over to Zemo, who lines it up for 3 as Oakland Tech wins it 60-46 to go to 8-0 in the Oakland League. Rebel Zemo leading the charge for the victorious Oakland Tech Bulldogs.
Off to San Jose now as Leland takes on Silver Creek Tuesday. The Chargers on the attack early. Carly Mackay finds a wide open Haley Uyeda at the elbow, and Haley drills it from deep. Then it's Erica Sanko-Ligi with the pass to Mackay, who fires and hits the step back 3, 14-6 Leland after 1. Silver Creek looking to battle back in the second. Logan Jude dishes to Annie Doe for the Raider 3-point bomb, but back come the Chargers. Oceana Estrada to Sanko-Ligi to Uyeda for 3. It's a 19-15 Leland Chargers lead at the half. Estrada to a wide open Simran Bagri, and Simran rattles it in from downtown. Silver Creek trying to rally back late in the fourth. Doe shows off the crossover, then passes inside to Paris Kaya, who lays it in for two. Raiders still on the comeback trail. The first shot is off, but right there for the offensive glass is Logan Zhu, who ties it up at 34 to force an overtime. Silver Creek still with the momentum. The shot is off, but Kaya gets the rebound in the lay-in. It's a 4-point Raider lead. Leland trying to get back in it. Mukai passes to Bagri, who drives to the hoop and finishes with the lay-in. Chargers get another bucket to tie it up at 38. Kaya with the steal. She dishes inside to Kennedy Ventura, who hits the game-winning lay-in. Silver Creek wins it in overtime to pull within half a game of first place Leland.
8 combined goals the last time these two teams met, and it was just as exciting this time around. Ignacio Blanc with the inbound kick. Maxwell Barber through the traffic, scores with a header, sprints to his teammates. We're a minute in, and Mitty is up 1-0. Sacred Heart Cathedral threatening now. Alexandre Bonville attempts the shot. It's deflected, but Declan O'Flynn with a beautiful shot puts it past the keeper. Finally hits the back of the net, and it's tied at 1-1. Mitty would add a goal before the half, this to open things up after the break. The perfect pass from Salvador Rojero to Lucas Wheeler. Wheeler in the open field, one-on-one with the goalie. It seems to be deflected, but bounces off the player and into the goal. It's 3-1 Mitty. Sacred Heart Cathedral not giving up, inbound kick. Ellis Brenneman putting it into play. Connor Doyle passing it back inside to Jonah Bissetcool, and that's a goal. They're sprinting, trying to get the ball back to midfield, running out of chances to tie it. Brenneman kicks. Coyle with the header. Nate Dean with the diving save, but he's not done. The ball bounces back up. Dean secures it as time expires. Mitty with a hard-fought win. Wheeler gets 2 goals for the Monarchs, who are now tied in first place with Bellarmine. The two teams meeting next week.
Each week, we present the Players of the Week in a rap produced by the Hip Hop Department at the Riker Center.
Here are this week's Players of the Week.
Riker Center, Cal High Sports, Ramen Jamal, Big Murph, your Players of the Week. Making defenders dizzy on the court, getting busy. It's Erica Adams of the California Grizzlies. Her all-around game got a team in first place. Natural on the court, you would think it's her birthplace. Training 2 threes, handing out 9 assists. Beating Sarah Moan Valley 74-66 with 27 points and 9 made free throws. Erica's playing like someone ended the cheat.
You know we funky, you ain't even gotta smell our arms. Our next player is the Braun of the Delmar Dons. The party don't stop till they turn them stadium lights off. If you're a fan of this man, Fabian Reichstad, you saw his mic drop on the Live Oak Acorns and didn't expect Fabian's 29 points made on him. Now the Dons can breathe while holding their lead, keeping their perfect record at 7-0 in the league. Nice. Ho! Those are your Players of the Week. Riker Center. Cal High 49, the Sports Report.
Stanford Healthcare brings us great information on sports-related injuries every week.
Here's the 49ers head team physician, Dr. Tim McAdams, with this week's tip.
When I started out in practice, we would see athletes 6 months after ACL reconstruction, and as long as the graft was stable and they had good motion and strength, we patted them on the back and said, get back out there. Now you hear 9 months, 12 months, even a new study saying 2 years. There are 2 main reasons why many people have trouble getting back that first year. First, the need for continued strengthening and neuromuscular education. Second, and actually the most common reason, fear. That's right, fear of re-injury is a major hurdle. This can be overcome with increased reps and time, but we're going to see many studies now looking at relaxation and guided imagery training to help get you back.
Coming up, our Diablo Motors NCS Monster Game. It's Salesian and St. Pat's.
And big-time girls basketball with Redwood and Marin Catholic.
Hey, Dad.
Hello, बेटे, कैसी हैं आप?
I'm good. How are you?
Good, so good to see you. It's late. Where are you?
I'm at work.
Oh gosh, so late?
I know, but guess what?
What?
I've saved enough to come visit you.
Oh, that's such a great news.
At US Bank, we believe that hard work works. And for everyone working toward a goal, we're here to help.
The legends of the gridiron meet the legends of the road.
I'm Debo.
Touchdown, Debo Samuel.
And I got my roll on at the #1 Dodge dealer in the world. South County, where they call the fairest place. Come get your roll on just like I did. Drive a little, save a lot. Tell them Debo sent you. South County. Drive a little, save a lot. Tell them Debo sent you.
Cal High Sports Report is brought to you by these fine companies who care about high school sports. By Tri-Counties Bank, service with solutions. 12 locations now open in the Bay Area. By DGDG.com, where we want you to be a happy car buyer. And by Diablo Motors. Life's too short to drive a crummy car.
We are back at Levi Stadium with action from the Tri-County Rock Division, where the Salesian Pride continues its run through the league with a perfect 8-0 record, and Tejan Sawyer having a great season, averaging 15 points a game.
But just one game back is St. Patrick St. Vincent. One last hope for a league title for the Bruins as they meet Salesian at home Tuesday night. It's our Diablo Motors NCS Monster game, and Robert was there.
It's a battle of the big men tonight as SPSV takes on the Salesian Pride. For the Bruins, look for Dejon Jackson, the 6'11 senior, to be a force in the middle both offensively and defensively. And for Salesian, it's Tejan Sawyer, the 6'8 senior, averaging 15 points a game for the #1 team in the Bay Area, the Salesian Pride. It's SPSV and Salesian in tonight's NCS Diablo Motors Monster Game. Early first, Shane Bell driving and dishing to DeMarshe Johnson Jr. and Shea with a big-time rip. On the other end, bounce pass down low to Deshaun Jackson. Boom! And DJ was fired up. This game close all the way. The Pride whips it around to Tyler Brinkman for three, softly into the twine. 14-12, Bruins after one. Loose ball in there for the Pride in traffic is Jordan Lazo. Great hands to grab the ball, scoop it home, and one. This time Lazo tosses it inside to Tejan Sawyer. Strong move to the post, rolling it home, and one. We're tied at 23 late in the second. Just before the half, S.I. Contreras passes it off his teammate's face, gets it back like he meant to do that. More Bruins. Contreras up ahead to Jaden Alexander. Two big steps and the basket. And when Jackson hooks this one home, the Bruins have a 3-point lead at the half. But the Pride comes out firing in the second half. Lazo with a long three, and we're tied at 31 all. Back and forth we go. Jalen Scott with the top of the key three, and the Bruins lead by 3. The Pride steps up the defensive pressure, leading to fast break points. This is Shane Bell with the rip, and then toss it out to Lazo for another three-pointer as the Pride takes a 43-42 fourth quarter lead. Another Pride steal. This is Courtney Anderson poking it ahead to Bell with another two-hand flush, 48-44 Pride. The Bruins staying right with them. Jalen Scott driving and floating it home. 2-point game. Sawyer now working hard inside, gets the putback. It's a 3-point Pride lead, just seconds left. The Bruins need a 3 to tie it, but the shot is blocked. The follow is late, and Salesian escapes with a 3-point victory. Sawyer saying it was a lot of fun out there playing in such a tight game.
It was a great atmosphere, and it was a lot of pressure, so it was a pretty good game, but we got it done. I expect to win state, honestly. I think we have a great shot at doing it and winning NCS Open, and yeah.
North Bay sports coverage is brought to you by South County Chrysler of Marin. Senior night at Marin Catholic, the Wildcats hosting Redwood, and the Giants come out swinging. Yesenia Mendieta with the pass to Natalia Bernstein, and Bernstein launches the three. Wildcats with long shots of their own. Caitlin Jiggling to Alexa Greenwood to Maddie Ago. She puts it up. Boom. Later in the quarter, Maddie Ago again this time drives down the lane, laying it in. 10 points for Ago in the second, and Wildcats lead it by 9 at the half. Third quarter, Redwood's Natalia Bernstein to Addie Durye for the tough jumper to keep the Giants in range. The Wildcats taking control. Sadie Blue Starlet. She's a star, firing it from beyond the arc to extend their lead. And the freshman Grayson love it. Forces her way in for the points down low. Wildcats up 42-25 after 3, and the Giants trying to claw their way back. Stella Neuschel to Kylie Hurstmeyer for the jumper. 12 points in the fourth for the junior. Then Stella Neuschel finds an open lane driving in for the layup, but the Wildcats keep their lead. Caitlin Jiggling hands it off to Alexa Greenwood. She hits Anna Schrader down low, and it's in. Marin Catholic wins on senior night 56-45 thanks to 4 Wildcats in double digits.
Each week, U.S. Bank brings us the Coach of the Week award.
This week's Coach of the Week is Granada's Quarren Johnson. The Matadors with a huge win last week and playing very well this season. Coach Q, this week's U.S. Bank Coach of the Week. Albany's Construction brings us the Dirty Work play each week. Doing the dirty work this week is Morsek from Reardon. The 7'1" sophomore blocking shots like swatting flies, helping keep the Crusaders in first place. Morsek doing the dirty work just like the hard-working folks at Albany's Construction.
Coming up, action from the Peninsula South with Menlo Atherton and Hillsdale.
But first, take a look at our Cupertino Electric girls basketball power rankings.
This is the home of infinite possibilities, where we're setting a new standard of care, where the furthest innovations in medicine connect us back to the simplest forms of healing, where our world-class medical team includes you and those you love most. At Stanford Healthcare, we pride ourselves on providing every kind of care for every kind of patient.
Hi, I'm Greg Meyer, owner of Diablo Motors Auto Sales. Our no-hassle approach makes it fun and easy to buy or sell your next luxury car. We have a great selection of amazing certified pre-owned cars at the best prices anywhere. Why buy new when you can save thousands on one of our finest slightly used cars? We'll have you in and out of the store with your new car in as little as 30 minutes. And we handle financing, extended warranties, and we give top dollar for your trade-in, paid for or not. So come see us in San Ramon for a no-hassle deal. Diablo Motors, the nice, honest, non-dealerish car store.
For more than 65 years, Cupertino Electric has been delivering power and possibilities. With offices throughout California and project sites throughout the U.S., Cupertino Electric today builds renewable, commercial, utility, and data center projects for some of the most influential companies in the world. Beyond that, we are a people company. We build family, communities, and meaningful careers. Visit CEI.com today or connect with us on LinkedIn, Facebook, or other social sites to see our openings and join our team.
Learn more about becoming a warrior. Visit us at vcs.net.
Hey, we're the Pinole Valley High School cheerleaders. And you're watching the 49ers Cal High Sports Report.
We are back at Levi Stadium with the Menlo Atherton Bears holding on to a tight lead in the Peninsula South, with Spencer Lynn bringing Lynn's sanity with his sharp shooting for the Bears this season.
Just one game back behind the Bears is Hillsdale. The Fighting Knights, led by Calvin Mater-Clark's 16 points a game. The Knights looking to gain a share of the league lead, taking on Menlo Atherton Wednesday.
Here come the Fighting Knights from Hillsdale looking to topple league leader Menlo Atherton. The Bears up early. Justin Anderson to Trevor Wargo, who banks it home. Hillsdale looking to come back, but Anderson and Will Huntgren with a big block. The Knights down 6-0, but Junior Cotton rises way up on the mid-range jumper to cut the deficit. Little doubt in this one, though, as the Bears take control. Spinning in the paint and scoring is Nick Tripaldi. Now here's Cotton again, flying into the lane, and a wild shot that goes for the Knights. Justin Anderson heading to Washington State to play football next year. Justin with a hard bucket and the foul. Nothing but respect for Justin Anderson. The Bears pulling away. Spencer Lynn driving and floating it home. And then here's Lynn again working hard to get free and hitting the buzzer beater to end the quarter. And now late in the game, toss it over to Ricky Martin, living La Vida Loca. He gets congrats from the bench as MA wins by 30. Lynn leading the Bears, all of his points coming in the first half.
To the Bay Valley League as the Freedom Falcons look to hand the Heritage Patriots their first league loss. The Pats come out hot. Abigail Muse to Julie Ramirez. The junior drives into the paint and finishes for two. Heritage looking good on both sides. Great job by Madison Moe deflecting the pass. Isabella Fabricante feeds Paige Zyman 4-2. Pats end the first with a 9-point lead. Second quarter, Freedom on the move to Neil Green. Kicks it out to Mahala Lafratis. 4-3. Heritage working hard to keep its lead. Peyton Bradley to Zeman to Abigail Muse. And the 6'2 senior puts it away for the 7-point lead. 4 minutes to go in the first half. Green gets hot as she goes strong to the rack. 4-2, but Heritage grabs a big lead before the break. Time winding down. Abigail Muse drains the 3-ball with the foul. Pats up 37-24. Third quarter, Heritage continues to hit. It's Amanda Muse to Fabricante. Splash. Pats now up by 14. Freedom not giving up easy. Veronica Gordon there to clean up the first shot and one, but Heritage showing why they're the ¡1 team in league. Freshman Amanda Muse using her height for the putback, and the Pats go on to win it 65-54 to advance to 7-0, all alone at the top of the Bay Valley League. The Muse sisters hitting for 40 points.
Each week, U.S. Bank brings us stories of inspirational athletes who amaze us.
Wesley Boone joins us now with the story of an Oak Grove basketball star and the brother who's helping him keep his life together.
Thanks, Robert. As a senior at Oak Grove High School, Cleveland Mitchell is having a stellar senior season. But just a few years ago, the path leading him to where he is today wasn't so clear. That is, until his older brother, Jacob, stepped up in a life-changing way.
Quitting isn't in Oak Grove senior guard Cleveland Mitchell's DNA.
I feel like I'm always focused on the court. Sort of a dog mentality. I feel like I definitely try to always be intense when I'm on the court.
Cleveland plays for his coach, Tino Mendoza, his teammates, and his brother, 13 years his senior, Jacob, who just 7 years ago helped save Cleveland from a dangerous environment.
I dropped things I had going at that time, and I took him in and I put my life on hold so that I could make sure that he was okay.
With a difficult living situation at home with his mother, Cleveland moved in with Jacob. One thing changed immediately for Cleveland.
I feel like I was by myself a lot more, living with my mom. And then when I moved, I felt like, I had more support and I had more people around me.
Even still, the transition wasn't an easy one.
Children repeat what they see, so he picked up a lot of bad habits. And then we brought him in. He didn't understand no thank you, yes please. He didn't have tableside manners. He would talk to you but not make eye contact. Just kind of like shut off a little bit.
It didn't take long for Cleveland to adjust to his new environment. Socially, Cleveland began to blossom at school. His grades began to rise, and he developed a shared passion with his brother, basketball.
So actually just moving with my brother and getting into basketball and just having someone there to talk with about a basketball and someone I could actually just go outside and play with about basketball.
As soon as he makes a mistake in our drills or in a game, I'm like, Cleveland. No. J-Cut, you know what to do.
Now, Cleveland is a key player for Oak Grove. His head coach believes his past has helped shape him into the leader he is today.
It's kind of been that time where he kind of just, I'm at that age now where I gotta take responsibility for what I do and not so much worry about, all of the stuff that happened in the past. It kind of, matured him in a way that a whole lot of kids don't get sometimes.
With Cleveland's senior season coming to a close, Jacob can only look back on his younger brother's growth and smile.
So he was born and I told myself, I'm going to be his protector. I've seen him go through its up and downs, but for the most of the part, he's always going up.
For Cleveland, the impact his brother is having on his life can't be understated.
No, I definitely don't think I probably would have been in the same spot. I don't think I would have taken sports in school as serious. And transitioning, moving with my brother, learning things and how to present myself, for example, definitely is very helpful.
And to see him overcome that to me is everything.
The trajectory of Cleveland Mitchell's life changed for the better the day he moved in with his brother Jacob. Their bond is unbreakable, and their brotherhood is forever.
Without much of a father figure in Cleveland's life, Jacob has really helped out in that area. Now, Cleveland has his eyes set on college, but before that, he wants the Eagles to take home the league title, and they just might do it. They're tied for first place right now.
Yeah, they're doing really well. All right, thanks, Wes. Invisalign brings us the Bright Smile Award, honoring the people who support the teams we cover in all sorts of ways.
This week we honor Will Maurer, who dresses up as the Sarah Padre and leads the student section in antagonizing the opposing team. Will, part of the Padres NorCal Championship football team. Will Maurer gets this week's Invisalign Bright Smile Award.
Coming up, our South County Chrysler Game of the Week, it's the rematch with Piedmont and Bishop O'Dowd.
And to the soccer pitch for Mitty and St. Francis when we come back.
Why choose Invisalign over other aligners?
Are they comfortable and safe to wear?
I asked her doctor for a better alternative to braces, and he said,
only Invisalign aligners are made with SmartTrack technology.
Based on years of research, it moves teeth more comfortably and predictably than ordinary aligners. And in many cases, it works faster than braces. So I can develop a custom treatment plan that'll work for each of these smiles.
That's why Invisalign aligners have transformed millions of smiles.
Invisalign, transforming smiles, changing lives.
Devcon Construction is #1 in the Bay Area and Silicon Valley because of trust. 95% of our business comes from repeat customers. They know the customer is our top priority. That's why Devcon was the choice for the 49ers Stadium and for the Earthquake Stadium. Devcon was also chosen when outstanding schools like Bellarmine, the Nueva School, and Mitty wanted the very best on time and on budget. Top Bay Area companies know Devcon is the best choice whether it's new construction or renovation. Devcon Construction, helping to build the best in Silicon Valley.
Tri-Counties Bank presents a unique brand of service with solutions, a welcoming and listening style of banking with solutions that help improve your financial well-being. With easy access to over 32,000 surcharge-free ATMs, advanced mobile banking, banker support by phone 7 days a week, and an extensive community-based branch network, you're never far from a friendly face. It's easy to switch to better banking. Tri-Counties Bank, service with solutions.
49ers Cal High Sports Report is brought to you by these fine companies who care about high school sports. By South County Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, Ram, Hyundai. Drive a little, save a lot. By the Rikes Center, where goals and dreams become a reality. And by Stanford Healthcare.
Back at Levi Stadium, where the Bishop O'Dowd Dragons have a chance to wrap up a league title this week.
That's right. The Dragons taking on a Piedmont team that gave the Dragons fits in their last meeting, going to double overtime. The Dragons won that last meeting, but the rematch is going to be a good one. It's our South County Chrysler Game of the Week. Aubrey was there.
The Piedmont Highlanders needing a win over undefeated Bishop O'Dowd to stay in the title hunt. And the Highlanders have the momentum early. DeRon Benson passes to a wide open Luke Harris, the Highlanders' leading scorer, back from a concussion. 6-0 Piedmont starts out. Marcellus Roberson takes the feed from Ryzen Norris, landing the lay-in and one. Watch this play from Piedmont's Josh Edom, keeping the ball in play with the behind-the-back pass. Then Josh meets Harris's pass in the corner for Trey. And on the following Highlander possession, Luke Barrett comes driving in from the top of the key, getting the shot to fall. 16-9 Piedmont. Norris for O'Dowd bullies his way to the rack, and it's a 16-15 Piedmont lead after one. Monty Bowser trying to get some space here from his defender. He does. The shot lands. O'Dowd with the lead. But it's Edom from the top of the key, and that shot's just automatic for Josh. But O'Dowd scores 21 points in the second quarter. Roberson avoiding the charge by Euro stepping around his defender. Nice movement there, but some fancy movement here from Piedmont. Barrett, Owen Colbert, Barrett. O'Dowd has the 5-point lead at the half and would go on to dominate the rest of the way through. Bowser with the full court pass to Taj Phillips, who goes straight to the hoop. Then it's Jaron Edmonds getting physical for the lay-in, and finally the icing on the cake. Phillips to Jalen Lewis. Slam! That guy's only a freshman. O'Dowd goes on to win it 79-64. We talked to those Dragons post-game. Just a few games back of clinching league. How do you feel about that, Dragon? We are talking to Marcellus Roberson first. This is our MVP, and you get like a nifty t-shirt. Hey. It was neck and neck till halftime. Talk about your adjustments, what you guys were able to do well in the second half.
In the second half, we came out strong and played good defense and played better together as a team, and we just made our shots.
Awesome. How did Piedmont challenge you guys tonight out on the court?
They didn't. We just challenged ourselves.
How'd you do that?
We didn't play to our best potential. We could have played better. We had a lot of turnovers.
Awesome, and you guys pulled through in the second half. All right, and we're talking to Monty Bowser next. Monty, talk about Coach Lou, how he's been able to put you guys in position to win games.
Yeah, Coach Lou is great for us. He always gives us the motivation to go out and try our hardest every game. In practice, he's always pointing out what we're doing wrong in a good way, to help us learn the best way that we can. So he's great.
Great, thanks. And last but not least, Aaron Anene. Talk about this team. What's so special about this year's Dragons?
I wouldn't say it's on the court. I would say it's off the court, the bond that we share with each other, We just got a very tight bond. We know where we'll be at. We got Austin and Kate over here. They'll know where we'll be at all the times. Man, shout out to Monty. You know what I'm saying? That's all I got.
You love him?
I love him.
Yeah.
These are my boys right here.
All right, these are your O'Dowd Dragons. Guys, take us out.
Dragons on 3. 1, 2, 3. Dragons.
The Mitty Monarchs arriving on their home field to take on second place St. Francis. Mitty in charge. Early corner kick. Gabby Sapien into the box. Headed by Teresa Garcia to Katie Murphy, who redirects it home. 1-0 Mitty. St. Francis attacking early second half. The ball in the box. Grace Paulson keeps it loose. Flying over the goalie and there to take advantage as MJ Osborne were tied at 1. Mitty answers just moments later as Garcia sends a blast from 25 yards out. It's a 2-1 Mitty lead. The Monarchs go up 3-1 here. Terrific moves by Emma Vane to turn her defender 3 times, then fire at far post. A great goal by the junior. 6 minutes to play and the Lancers get to within 1 goal. The ball loose in the box as Osborne is there again, opportunistic with her second goal. It's 3-2. But the Monarchs end any mystery here as Emma Vane with another great goal. Some amazing footwork for her second goal of the game as Mitty wins it 4-2 to go to 6-1 in league, all alone in first place in the West Catholic League. Lexus of Stevens Creek presents the Volunteer Award, part of the Lexus of Stevens Creek commitment to promoting volunteerism.
The Lexus of Stevens Creek Volunteer Award this week goes to Emily Gillette, a senior at Los Lomas High School. Emily is a varsity soccer player and track athlete. She spends her free time volunteering in the special needs community, coaching Special Olympics swimming and soccer, and she even coached her Contra Costa soccer team to a 3rd place finish in the Northern California Special Olympics Regional Championships. Emily encourages everyone to get involved with the special needs community.
You can meet some of the most amazing people you've ever met, and just the bonds are just really wholesome and genuine. I've made some of my best friends, and just the smiles and the relationship I've built make it all worth it.
Coming up, the Reardon Crusaders looking to stay on top of the West Catholic League, taking on Bellarmine.
And the girls from Bishop O'Dowd trying to lock down a league title when we come back. Back at Levi Stadium, where the Reardon Crusaders look to continue their hot streak. Reardon winning their last 9 games in a row, all alone in first place in the West Catholic League.
The Bellarmine Bells have played very well all year, but need a win over Reardon to keep their title hopes alive. Reardon and Bellarmine, Friday night.
The Bellarmine student section always showing up big to support their fellow Bells. Reardon in transition. Check out the 7-1 sophomore Morsek rattle the rim with the putback, but the Bells lead early in the first. Quinn Danker with an open shot beyond the arc, and you can count it. The Bells hitting from all sides of the court. Here's Ian Elam to Ryan Kiachian, and the junior hits for 3. Second quarter, here's Bryce Monroe, strong to the rack, taking on 2 defenders. He puts the Crusaders on top, but Bellarmine comes right back as Danker drives to his left, gets the shot and draws the foul. We are tied at 19 all. Lee Hubbard drives into the paint and kicks it out to Jaylani Clark. Clark puts it up 4-3. Reardon takes a 3-point lead, but a minute left to play in the first half. Danker hits a cutting Cole Despy, and Despy puts it away. Bells lead it by 1 at halftime. Bellarmine takes a quick 6-point lead to start the third. Danker gets the screen from Kiachian and hits from downtown. Clark working hard into the paint, not giving up until he gets the bucket, and Reardon pulls within 1. but the Bells pull away in the fourth. Danker with the reverse lay-in. Bellarmine goes on to win it 62-51 over the first-place Crusaders. Bell tied with Mitty, just one game back.
We saw the boys' game earlier. Now the Piedmont girls in the same position, needing a win over an undefeated O'Dowd team. The Highlanders with the lead in the second, but O'Dowd's Tara Hamilton lands the shot from distance. Piedmont takes a 1-point lead into the second half, and they come out red hot in the third. Maddie Hill to Nikila Johnson in the corner for 3. 10 points for Nikila in the quarter. The Highlanders with an 8-point lead, but O'Dowd chipping away. Jasmine Taylor with a pass to Kennedy Johnson, who lands the contested lay-in. 5 minutes left in the third. Johnson to Trinity Zamora, who lands a 3-point shot from the top of the key. Piedmont still up, but BOD closes the gap. Amaya Bonner to Callie Myers. Splash. The Dragons begin the full court press, and it spells trouble for Piedmont. The pass intercepted by Bonner, who finishes, and the Dragons tie this game up. Late third quarter action now. Zamora regains the lead for Piedmont with the 3-ball, and it's a 47-43 Highlander lead after 3. In the fourth now, O'Dowd was untouchable. Skylar McLaughlin with the offensive board and putback, and then it's Bonner to Johnson to Jenna Kilty as the Dragons score 29 points in the fourth quarter to win it, 72-56. Bishop O'Dowd staying undefeated in the WAC Foothill Division with 3 games left.
The San Jose Earthquakes and Valley Health Plan present the Soccer Players of the Week. This week's Boys Soccer Player of the Week is San Ramon Valley's Owen Callahan. Owen scored twice for the league-leading Wolves in a big win last week.
The Girls Soccer Player of the Week is Carly Lema from Live Oak. Carly scored a hat trick for the Acorns last week. Carly now with 13 goals on the season for Live Oak. Wellstrong has teamed up with the 49ers with physical therapy and sports rehabilitation centers all throughout the Bay Area.
Each week, Wellstrong brings us concussion prevention tips from their team of outstanding doctors. Here's Dr. Anthony Zaglambeni with this week's tip.
Every concussion is different. We no longer use grading systems. Concussions now have many subtypes. Any individual concussion can have overlapping subtypes. Some of the common forms are vestibular, ocular, migraine, cognitive fatigue, and anxiety. Each has its own presentation and treatment. Feel free to contact us for more information.
Coming up, our Diablo Motors CCS Monster Game as rivals Santa Clara and Wilcox play for the league lead in the El Camino division.
And first place Hercules battling Kennedy as 49ers Cal High Sports Report rolls along.
Since 1974, there's been just one goal. One thing we work for. The pursuit binds us together and pushes us forward. One family with one mission. To win for this city. Vamos, San Jose.
I'm gonna be a ballerina.
Good, better, Emma. Answer to new.
I'm gonna be president.
And the winner for president is Emma Williamson.
I'm gonna start a juice bar.
Emma, the numbers are looking really good. You're gonna start a juice bar.
At US Bank, we believe hard work works. And for everyone working toward a goal, we're here to help.
The legends of the gridiron meet the legends of the road.
I'm Debo.
Touchdown, Debo Samuel.
And I got my roll on at the #1 Dodge dealer in the world. South County, where they call it fairest place. Come get your roll on just like I did. Drive a little, save a lot. Tell them Debo sent you. South County, drive a little, save a lot. Tell them Debo sent you.
When I first came here, my goal was to be a contributing player on my high school's JV football team. The center actually not only helped me achieve my goals, but exceed even what I initially set out to do. I was able to continue playing football professionally through a lot of the things that I learned at the Rega Center. The Rega Center is a place to help you achieve your goals and then, tailor it to whatever the person's goals might be.
We are back at the NBC Sports Studio with first place on the line in the El Camino division. The Wilcox Chargers in first place with an impressive 7-1 league record.
One game behind the Chargers are the Santa Clara Bruins. The battle between Santa Clara rivals is our CCS Diablo Motors Monster Game, and our Chiara Biagini was there.
Monster Game, yeah.
It's the Battle of Santa Clara here at Wilcox High as the Chargers host crosstown rivals, the Santa Clara Bruins. Wilcox won a share of the league last year. In return, senior point guard Brendan Yee named first team All-League as a junior. Brendan is playing with a hurt ankle but still doing work, averaging 10 points a game. For Santa Clara, it'll be 6'2" wing Jack Facuda. The senior is very consistent for the Bruins, averaging 13 points and 9 rebounds a game. For the top spot in the El Camino division and for city bragging rights, it's Santa Clara at Wilcox in our Diablo Motors Monster Game.
The Bruins out the gate running. Gio Toledo to Ralph Torta. Torta takes on a defender and gets the shot to go. Santa Clara in control in the first half. Here's Harry Nossi with the putback to give the Bruins a 9-point lead. Santa Clara extends its lead. Toledo heads to the rack and finishes with his left. Nice shot for the 11-point Bruins lead. Chargers with the ball. Isaiah Frazier to Brendan Yee. Beyond the arc. Splash. But Santa Clara continues the offensive charge. Here's Torta strong to the rack for 2. Bruins lead 37-25 at halftime. Third quarter, Jack Facuda with the pump fake and finish down low. Santa Clara leads by 18. The Chargers pull within 11 as Pratinov Sharma rattles this one in. Seconds winding down in the third. Gio racing to the hoop. Holy Toledo, nice finish. We head to the fourth where the Chargers ignite. Yee breaking ankles, making the student section light up. It's a 6-point game. Now it's Yee for 3. Brendan Yee with 18 points on the night to pull Wilcox within 2. But Santa Clara makes its free throws late. Toledo here with the bucket, and the Bruins hold on for the win. Both teams now tied for first with 1 week to play. We talked to Facuda about how the revenge feels on beating their rivals.
I mean, we just had to move the ball more. Our defense was not as good the first game because we couldn't go out to the corner and not on the shots. But Harry had a great game today. Gio made those free throws at the end, and we pulled out the win here.
In Santa Clara with our Monster Game, I'm Chiara Biagini, 49ers Cal High Sports Report. It's senior night as the Kennedy Eagles host Hercules. The Titans come out hot. A.J. Dungo passes inside to John Robinson, who sinks the floater. And Robinson isn't done. The shot doesn't fall. Robinson is in the right place in the right time for the putback. 8-4 Titans early. Kennedy trying to put things together. Mikey O'Brown passes to Jamari Brown. Gotta love the no-look pass. Cameron Young with the corner 3. He drills it. More Eagles here. Young passing inside to Mikey O'Brown. He comes down with it, surrounded by defenders, but it doesn't matter. Sinks it, and it's 26-25. Titans at the break. Second half, Maurice Jones with the quick hands. Nice steal and score for him. 40-30 Titans in the third. Adding on now, Jones deep pass to Dungo on the fast break. Makes it count. 44-38. Cameron Young now trying to get the Eagles back in this game, draining the wide open look, and he isn't done. Young was hot from there all night. More Young off the pass from Jamari Brown. 56-51 Titans, time expiring in this one. Hercules trying to hold on. Dungo driving, kicks it out to Jones. He gets it to fall and the foul. Titans go on to win it 60-58. 24 points for Maurice Jones in this win.
Heritage and Liberty team captains meeting at midfield before the game on Thursday night. The Lions looking to take the lead early in the first half, but senior keeper Torrey Morfin is there for the save. Nicely done. Heritage now on the attack this time, but check out Kalen Adams coming up with a brilliant save, just tipping the ball over the bar. No score at the half. Liberty with a great opportunity to get on the board in the second half, but freshman Maddie Reed makes the tackle and clears it out to keep the game scoreless. The Lions on the counterattack late in the game. Madison Del Prado passes to Caitlin Carlton, and Caitlin sprints down the field and kicks it over the keeper from long distance. Goal! 1-0 Liberty. The Patriots with one last chance to equalize late, but Kalen Adams is there again for the big save as the Liberty Lions celebrate after the game and take sole possession of first place in the Bay Valley League. Adams finishing the night with 8 saves.
Each week, the Harker School celebrates its pursuit of academic excellence with the Scholar Athlete Award. This week, we honor Granada's Mateo Wild. Mateo is great on the court and in the classroom with a 4.2 GPA.
Brought to you by the Harker School. This week, Harker congratulates its undefeated varsity girls soccer team, now at 12-0-3, following 2 tough wins last week. The girls sit in first place in the Skyline Division heading into the last week of the regular season. At Harker, preschool through 12th grade students discover their passions. Learn more at harker.org. Coming up, it's the Valpo Bowl basketball style as Sacred Heart Prep meets Menlo.
But first, here's our Cupertino Electric Top 10 Power Rankings for boys basketball.
'49ers Cal High Sports Report is brought to you by these fine companies who care about high school sports. By Cupertino Electric, the company delivering power and possibilities and celebrating student athletes making a positive impact. By Invisalign, winning smiles start here. Learn more at Invisalign.com. And by the Serino Group, here for good.
Hi, I'm Lucy Wiedemeyer, longtime broker with Serino Group. And my husband, Charlie Wiedemeyer, and I are longtime supporters of high school sports.
Hi, I'm Kathleen Pazine with Serino Group Real Estate, representing Palo Alto and the surrounding communities. I'm proud to support Bay Area high school sports on the 49er Cal High Sports Report.
The top 2 teams in the West Bay League also happen to be arch rivals. Sacred Heart Prep and Menlo both call Valparaiso Avenue their home. So when they meet, it's always a big deal.
But it's even bigger when the game could decide the league title. Menlo leads the league with a perfect 9-0 record with Sacred Heart Prep just 1 game back. The 2 teams meeting in the game played on Friday night.
Everyone excited for this rivalry game between Sacred Heart Prep and Menlo. The Knights off to a nice start. Davis Mead dives to the hoop, flipping it up and in with the foul for the first points of the game. But in the first, this guy could not be touched. Aiden Braccia, the sick move to the rack, and then the shot from far. 12 points in the first quarter for Aiden, 21-17 Gators after 1. Mead with the steal, defense turning into offense. Mead lays it up and in with his left, but Jay Deshpande twirls and loses his defender, gets the bucket, and the Gators have the 11-point lead. Menlo on the comeback trail. The lob from Justin Sellers, Cole Kastner, and 1. That caps off a 10-0 night run. It's a 3-point game at the half. Menlo would erase that deficit. Max Hubbard to Daniel Solomon for 3. It's 36-all. But then SHP goes on a run. Everett Banks, the spin move, the hook shot, the foul, making his fellow students' heads spin. In case you were wondering, Braccia hasn't gone anywhere. Aiden would finish with a game-high 23 points, but can his Gators hold on with less than a minute remaining? Kastner with the bucket, the Knights down by 3. They can tie it with this shot, but Emmer Nichols blocks it, and the Gators ice the game with free throws to win Valpo bragging rights and to pull into a first-place tie with the Knights.
Castro Valley visiting Berkeley on a Wednesday evening. The Trojans striking first. Kareem El-Shobeki in a battle with the goalie wins it and has plenty of space to kick it home. Castro Valley with the lone goal of the first half. But Berkeley kicks it into high gear with less than 2 minutes into the second half as Kalani Casarienzi, in a race with a couple of Trojans, gets a shot off to the far side of the goal to tie it up. Castro Valley back in possession. Michael Karapetian. Free kick is up and off the crossbar, but Christopher Gutierrez recovers it and taps it back in to put the Trojans back on top. Berkeley's Griffin Banks has a shot, but it's Kalani Casarienzi again who bumps it in. Our player of the year from last season with another goal. We're tied at 2. This time the Yellow Jackets take the lead. Johannes Escobar to Gabriel Bracken. Sarah just off the bar and bounces in. Berkeley up 3-2 and just enough time for one more. Lucas Fernandez Kim waits. He delivers to Kalani Casarienzi again, and the kick is good. A hat trick for the senior as Berkeley wins it with 4 big second half goals. The Del Mar basketball team is having a fine season this year.
The boys meeting up with our Shanberries at the Rikes Center this week to chat about it.
We're at the Rikes Center in Menlo Park, the premier training facility on the peninsula where goals are achieved.
Hey, it's Shannon. I'm here with the Del Mar boys basketball team. That's what I'm
talking about congratulations. You guys are 10-0 in league play right now. Did you guys ever think in a million years you would be undefeated like this?
No. Coming in the season, we just put our work in practice, and then we also got a new addition from. We had a transfer student from Germany that came in, so it kind of changed the roles. For us, we had to come into different roles with him adding to the team.
Awesome. So different dynamic, right? And let's talk about that exciting win that you had against Live Oak that we shot. Walk us through those plays and what eventually led to that win.
So that week we knew our opponent was going to be tough. So them being undefeated, us being undefeated, we knew it was going to be a matchup. So we just went out there and played our game. Brian right here is shooting the ball, me just distributing to my teammates. Isaiah, Fabi, everyone else, even off the bench, like Mark, Kenneth, everyone just coming, contributing, playing defense and just, sealing that game.
Yes, you definitely did. Now let's talk some of those team traditions for Del Mar boys basketball team.
Oh yeah, so occasionally, we just try to stay together as much as we can, strengthen that bond that we have. Also, we just, eating together at team dinners, and just supporting all the other Del Mar sports. Yeah.
Awesome. And what's your favorite dish since you guys always eat together?
Probably sandwich spot. Right next to our school.
Well, it definitely sounds like it's a team favorite. I'm Shan. Give it up again for the Del Mar boys basketball team.
DGDG.com presents the Be Happy Play each week. This was a play in a game this week that made everybody happy, and this week's Be Happy Play goes to the Silver Creek Raiders. Kennedy Ventura hits the game-winning shot in overtime, and the Raiders celebrate the win that moves them into first place. Go to DGDG.com to find out how you could be a happy car buyer.
Coming up, it's the Service by Medallion Play of the Week. Some great plays this week. We'll see who wins it next.
But first, here's this week's training tip by our good friends at the Rica Center.
Hi, I'm Coach Jack, and today's training tip is step-ups. Lauren is going to place one foot up on a box. She's going to place all her weight on that elevated heel. She's going to lift her other leg off the ground and slowly come back. The emphasis of this is sinking back into her hips and keeping her knee over her ankle while she does this exercise. One more. Perfect.
The winner of the Service by Medallion Play of the Week gets a Medallion swag pack complete with hat, backpack, a very cool pair of headphones, and last but not least, a ticket to the end of the season awards banquet at Levi's Stadium May 18th.
First off, we'll show you some very good contenders, and then we'll announce this week's Play of the Week.
Play of the Week.
First contender Nate Dean from Midi with a diving save late to preserve the Monarch win. Next, the dunk from 6'11" Deshaun Jackson, and the guy guarding him was 6'8". Yeah, that was impressive, but watch this move from Josh Edom, keeping the ball in play, going behind his back, and finishing with the tray. That was great, but our Play of the Week comes to us from the soccer pitch. Kaylin Adams coming up with a beautiful fingertip save, and our Liberty Lions win. Kaylin punches her ticket to the banquet with the Play of the Week.
That's the Play of the Week, and that's our 49ers Cal High Sports Report for this week. Thanks for watching. I'm Robert Brownstein.
And I'm Aubrey Tolliver. Join us next week. We'll meet the De Anza basketball player living life all by herself. We'll see you then.